Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another coronavirus barn briefing with your host, the Cat Daddy. Yes, we are still going strong. And as somebody who lives alone in the barn, I've been able to retreat, relax, not have to worry about somebody bothering me. But I have some friends that live on the street that are not having that experience. Let's see what's going on in their lives. Have you ever had one of those days where you're just trying to get some work done and all that happens is you keep getting interrupted?
Have you seen my white shirt? No. Mom, I'm bleeding. Mom, I'm really bleeding.
Go get a Band-Aid.
Mom, I'm really hungry. You never feed me. Where are the pepperonis?
It's not just one person that's having this issue in their home. There's another family that also seems to be having a lot of questions.
Mom, is Uncle Brian going to be home? Are you sure he's not home already? Can I go over there?
So as our time is getting closer to the end of this online learning, I think it's been a pretty good time so far for most people, but I think we might have some other people that have a different idea.
Can we please go to school?
Good morning. Today is the day that I ventured out to the land that is Costco. That's right. I finally have left the barn and I ventured into the unknown, I will show you what my trip ends up having so you can see what I buy there normally. Here is the haul. As you can see, I ran out of things to drink, paper plates because dishes are no longer important, and cheese. Lots and lots of cheese. As you can see, I think that everybody is getting a little bit tired around here, and let me tell you about that Costco trip. It sure was hilarious to walk in, see everybody with face masks, to see all the shields and guards, and I even had to scan my receipt and my Costco card through those big plastic shield things. That was quite a step for me because I haven't gone to a grocery store in over a month. But hey, at this point, we got to get out and do stuff. Have a great Wednesday, everybody.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Great to be back with you as we're midway through this week. As it is a bright and sunny, cheery Wednesday morning, let's take a look at our memory passage. Again, as we are taking a look at Matthew chapter 15, verse 4, you are the light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hidden. And remember, we're practicing self-discipline for our superhero letter S. So make sure that you're taking care of business, doing what you need to do first, and then all the fun and the hobbies and everything, make sure that that comes after. Take care of what needs to be done, and then comes the fun stuff. As I was getting ready for the day, I came down to the kitchen, of course, to get a cup of coffee because I never start a morning without a nice, good cup of coffee. And it was kind of cool. Mrs. Greedle doesn't know that I'm doing this, but I'm going to kind of talk a little bit about something she's been working on. With all of this quarantine and isolation and staying a lot more cooped up in our houses, she's taken to a couple of hobbies, and one of them is artwork. Now, some of you may or may not know, she's a very good artist. I think she's a very good artist. And so she ordered a paint by numbers painting. Any of you guys ever done like a paint by numbers painting? I haven't. I am not much of an artist. Any of my students who have had me know my expression and limitation of artwork pretty much ends at stick figures. But let me show you what she's been working on. I came down this morning to get a cup of coffee, and I just saw this on the table, and it kind of just spurred an idea. So here's what she's been working on: a paint by numbers, and you can see it's started, you know. And if we zoom in, you can see some spots are not really done yet. Some spots are works in progress. Okay. And what that reminded me of is, in many ways, this canvas, this art painting, is like you and I. The Bible says in Ephesians 2, verse 10, that we are God's masterpiece. We are his handiwork. We are his artwork, if you will, created by him to do good works in advance that he's already planned for us to do. And if you've ever looked at a piece of art that isn't finished, especially sometimes if it's kind of like an abstract piece, you may say, what in the world is that? We don't see the full thing. You may say, that looks hideous. I can't believe somebody would even make that or want to buy that or put that in their home or put it in a museum. And sometimes if we look at our lives and the things that God is doing in them, if we look at one small area, we may say, God, what in the world are you doing? Why are you having me walk through this? Why are you making this difficult for me right now? But we have to realize that God sees the full picture, right? He is the one who is painting, who is creating, who is artistically shaping our lives for his plan and his purpose. So when you and I get frustrated at times with what we're experiencing or what we're going through, and we just see a small part of the picture. Maybe it's even a part that's not finished yet, like this one. Maybe it's a part that's in the making. We've got to remember that God sees the full picture. And that's where we, as his people, as his followers, we've just got to trust him. So remember today that you are uniquely and wonderfully made on purpose, for a purpose. You are a piece of God's handiwork, and he has got a beautiful plan for you to be displayed. Just so that you know, this is what the final artwork is going to look like. So you can see it's going to be real nice. She must have been in a nice floral art decorative mood. But I think it's going to be great to put up in our house when it's finished. So you guys have a great Wednesday. Find some time to pray today with your family, with your brothers and sisters, with your parents. Take an opportunity, even maybe by yourself, and say a small prayer after this devotion. Remind God and trust in him that you are his workmanship and that you will be living out your plan no matter what feelings, the highs and lows you may experience. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.